Okay, so I have a friend that I haven't spoken to in a very long time. I want to say like 6 or 7 years, and like we were really good friends. But something's happened, and then I think it's just the lack of my personal experience with certain situations that kind of led to the falling off that we had, to the point where it's just like I don't know if I'm the one that's just off or people are just stupid. You know?
I think you're gonna have to be more specific to be
Okay,
honest.
so
Like,
okay, so
I don't understand
story
what you're
time, story time. So
saying. Okay.
in high school, I had this very close friend. Let's call her Mary, I guess. I don't know a Mary, so it makes sense for me. Mary was she went in she was in the same grade as I am, so we all graduated together, and we were really close friends to the point where we would kind of like it was many people thought we were in a relationship for a long time, and we are like, no, like she's dating this person and I'm seeing this other person, like we're just really good friends. And then certain things happen that I think I started liking Mary more than I should have, right? Like I started catching the feels, as they say. And so me, in my inexperienced way, try to act on those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But I think since I didn't really know how to like show affection to somebody else, it kind of just like, I want to say, it's going to sound very bad, but essentially creeped them out, right? Like I was just very bad at showing what I wanted to show, and they just stopped like they constantly pushed me away, and they were just like, I don't want to talk to you, like leave me alone. And it's just interesting how, like for me at least, like they don't try to understand you, right? And then they blame things on you. Like for the past 7 years, I've always thought it was like, oh, it was my fault. Like it's the way that I reacted that kind of screwed this over. But now that I'm really thinking about it, it's like, well, maybe that other person just overreacted, and then I've been holding this thing all on myself for so long. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of things. I think a lot of the times, with stuff like that, like it's a combination of their past experiences with other people that kind of inform their reactions to the way that you do things, and also your ability to read a situation. Like because sometimes it's a matter of like it's a little bit hard to tell how someone's going to react when you do something because you don't know about their experiences. Yes, I think it's a good thing to realize sometimes that not everything is on you. I think or rather, I guess for different people, for some people it's important to realize that some things are their fault, but for other people who blame themselves a lot, it's important to realize that not everything is your fault. And since I think you've told me a little bit more about this story, it does seem like there's some overreaction, but also like I don't know. Things are weird. I think interpersonal things are always complicated because it's hard to know how people are gonna.
Well, I just think relationships are
react.
complicated, and I think they're stupid.
Okay.
Relationships are the dumbest thing on earth. I hate them. I hate them. No, I'm just playing. I don't. It's just.
Yeah,
So
who
it's
needs
a love
friendship?
hate.
See you guys. Bye. I'm going. I'm gonna leave.
No, man. It's like I like relationships. I just don't like the.
People. No.
No, it's well, yeah, to some degree. No. It's I don't like the work that people like. It's not necessarily the work that comes with it. It's just the additional problems that the other party makes. Like let's say you're friends with someone first for a bit or for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you decide like, hey, why don't you and I just date? Like, let's try this out. We've known each other for X amount of time, and we know each other very well. Like, we kind of know everything about each other. And then as soon as that happens, it's like they become someone you don't know, and it just creates all these problems. There's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I got with you, or I engaged in this relationship with you is because I liked who you were, or at least who I thought you were. Like, why did you all of a sudden change? You know, it's like that's the
Oh,
thing.
so you think
That's the
you
thing
think
I
that
don't
people
like.
change a lot?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, people change always. Like, no one's gonna be the same. I understand that.
Like people put on masks.
No, it's not necessarily that. It's just like they intentionally, or maybe not intentionally, but they just change things or make things a lot harder than what you can say what it used to be. Like, let's say that this hypothetical person was your best friend that you've known for 7 or 10 years since you were kids, right? And then you said, hey, like, same thing, and then all of a sudden it's like you don't really know who they are anymore. It's like, well, why are you acting like this? Like, you know, I've seen you on your lowest, I've seen you when you've needed me, I've been there. It's like, why are you acting like a brat? You know, like, I feel like people just, when it comes to relationships, they make problems just to make problems, and that's the shit
I don't know.
like.
I think it has something to do with the fact that like people feel all sorts of social pressure to act a certain way when they have someone they're in a relationship with that they don't necessarily feel when they're just friends with that person.
I don't know. Relationships are stupid. People are stupid.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, it has its good things about it. Like it's nice to see two people who generally care about each other and spend time with each other just to be together. But many times, especially in Los Angeles, it's not the case. Like, they're there to get some benefit out of it, you know?
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure that happens from time to time, but it really cannot be the norm. Like, there's no way that like the majority, like you could generalize that like a large portion of relationships are for some sort of benefit. Like, I don't know. I think people are frustrating. I think that like relationships inherently get you into a situation where you share like more of yourself than you're used to with like a surface level friendship. I'm not saying friendships are surface level, but like I don't live with you guys, you know. I don't know what it would be like to live with you guys. So like I think that it opens up the door to, you know, sharing a bunch of things that you usually don't share in social settings that can sometimes be kind of difficult to manage or scary for some people, or like, you know, problematic to like the overall health of your friendship with that person. I don't know.
I like to think that I don't want to say I overshare, but I'm very open about myself. Like, if you ask me about anything, I'll probably answer it truthfully. You know, like,
yeah, but that doesn't mean that we would live together successfully.
No. I'm not saying about living together. It's just like, it's gonna sound a little weird, but all three of us have a relationship with each other. It's a friendship. It's a type of right? And
yeah, I hate you all.
yeah, I mean, I've hated you since the first moment I saw you, but
I know.
you know, you're kind of the only person I hate. So in a way, that's why I'm still your friend. You know, right?
No, it went over my head, but I get it. It's fine. I hate you too. Continue.
No. Fuck off. I don't hate you. I love you, man. No, but I'm saying, like, I've never lived with anyone I've dated.
Right.
So, but I've always been open about whatever they ask. Like, hey, if they ask me anything about my life, I'll be like, oh yeah, or this is that, or oh no, I've never done that, or, you know, I'm never reluctant. So I feel like if a friendship like that, or any friendship, evolves into a relationship, there wouldn't be anything new for me to add or me to give more.